Right then, we're back Saturday morning here at the ESBT in Stroud. Watching lanes 7 through to 12. You just see Luke Warren get a 9 there, following a strike that he started with in the first frame. Leaves the 6 pin. Something spare for Yola on that same pair of lanes as Connell goes high. Leaves the 610. And man, let's put a target on his own back with what he said on the commentary yesterday. He's insane rev rate is what he was saying. As Luke goes and misses single pin. Do you have a plastic? No. Alright. Casper representing that riding the ditch shirt there with another strike. 2 for him now, following a 9 miss to start. Connell with the spare on 9. Chris Hutt there going high. Mishmakeables on 12 as well. Shot. As Luke goes over into the Brooklyn. Jammy sod. If you're watching this, obviously we've got a camera behind every lane, so you can watch whoever you want. Got a camera 1 through 6, this one through 7 through to 12, and then you've got the camera behind 13 to 16. 1 to 6 and 7 to 12 cameras are on slight angle. That's just because of where the centre console bit is for Stroud. Now we've got the cameras set up. Best you're gonna get, unfortunately. Casper with a turkey there on 8. Looks like he's lined up, dialed in. Early doors. It's a trip 6 pin there for Yola. Rachel Coxon on 11. One of them women's bowlers that's made it into that women's side that's going to represent in the Europeans or the Worlds later on this year. Strike there from Chris. I've not seen a shot, mate, yet, in all honesty.
First one was straight from the nose, the second took it in the pop gate.
Luke trying to do a little bit of backup there. Only takes 1 pin up. No comment. Connell's insane rev rate's working well, isn't it?
On game, mate. Spares when you don't.
It's very true. It's very true. Huh? Casper going light there on a 7. Leaves the 2, 4, 8, 10. Strike for Thomas Copeland, 7 pin left. Paul Marks on 11, then bowling left-handed. Gets a strike. Little nod of appreciation towards the camera from him. Conor leaving the 10 pin there on 9. Seeing the same as what we saw really yesterday. First few games. People going light into the pocket or just missing the pocket going through the 3 pin. Playing that straight mark. Can bowl on 7, mate. Can you bowl on 7? Just can't bowl on 8.
Yeah. On 7 as well.
Yeah, no, I saw.
I was like, up a bit. I was like, really going. I was going live. What?
Casper light. Slightly wide of that second arrow mark that I think he's aiming for. Oh, the boxing back. And that's 9 spare with a strike. Another one that seems to prefer lane 7 over lane 8 a little bit to start this one. Oh. Conor getting lucky there with that messenger taking out that 10 pin with nearly the 2, 8, 10. Words of textbook coming back from 11 and 12 there from Mark Thompson. Spare's a spare. Thomas Copeland, a hope and a prayer there at the foul line. Only takes 2 of the 3 that he's left. Not happy with himself. Ball marks through the nose. Conor gets his spare. Luke gets a double. Paul Marks missing the makeable on 12. Casper now back on it, getting his mark back. That circuit that he had frames 2 through to 4. Back with a strike in frame 7. Following them 2 splits. Yola though makes it a double on 8. Luke looks inside on that one, asking for the Brooklyn. Leaves the 9 pin. Luke missing that single pin. Oh, chins for Conor. Leaves the 9 pin. Relatively nice shot. Mate, flat your hand out. Huh?
Most common leaf, that's why 210.
210, yeah, 210 is easily the most common leaf. It's so easy to go light on this. So easy to go light. Thomas taking a bucket out on 10. mark slight into that pocket, as we were just saying. Casper misses all. As we look round, there's a front 5 on lane 16 there. It's either Chris Oates or Jack Saunders. You can watch that one on the camera that's behind lanes 13 through to 16. A few people starting off well in this squad, in all fairness. A couple of people on for 290s. Lanes 3 and 4 and lanes 5 and 6. Brandon Roberts, one of them. As we say, he goes light into the pocket and leaves a 2.8. Luke Warren for the 2.8.10 there right in front of us. Misses all. That backup approach. When you ball the back up, it goes straighter than when you try and finger for the 9. It might actually be worth doing it, you know. 10-pin left for Connell. This insane rev rate that he was going on about yesterday. On the commentary, if he was watching, he was saying it on comms. Doesn't seem to be getting the carry. Started off with a strike. After that, it's been 9 counts pretty much all the way. Single pin miss from Thomas Copeland. Casper McLeod, though, he gets his spare. Ooh. Connell just gets that 10-pin. The little hop at the foul line says it all. Puff of the cheeks as well as he walks past the camera. Chris up with a nice strike there. Bouncing back from the open frame before. Oh no, sorry. We got a double there. It opened before that though. With a 5-4 and a 6-3. Thomas Copeland that's opened. He's obviously it's A, B, C and D on the screen, so it's awkward to find out who's who unless you're watching. Change of ball for Casper. 9-pin wobbles, doesn't follow, and there's only one word that describes that one. Begins with a C, ends with an S. It is the chins. Nice strike there from Connell. Starts out his line a bit, gets that 10-pin to fall eventually. And we're hoping to see a bit of that action on the 10th of March. More to come on that one. Anybody that knows the tournament calendar might have a little bit of an inkling on what that might be. Andrew Steele watching. You got your Scots watching you now, Connell, mate. Andrew Steele on there from Murrayfield. Strike for Chris Hutt on 10. Casper slightly light into that pocket. Finishes his game off nicely though. 164 to start. Yola has had a good first game here. Finishes with a strike. Just the one open in the 3rd frame for her. She starts off with 193. Challenging for that top women's spot. Change to the ESBT structure a little bit this year. Women have got their own division. Hence why I think you're seeing a lot more women bowl it this year compared to last year's and previous years before that. One with a nice shot there, leaves the 10-pin though. Connell getting a nice little bit of members. bounce there so that he leaves that single 4-pin. He was very high on that. Jack Saunders still on for a perfect game. Oh no, sorry, it was Chris Oates. And as we say, he's gone and left the 210 in the 8th. Spare for Luke. Single pin miss for Connell in the 9th. Doesn't set up his 10th frame nice at all, that one. Five-hour drive though for him, stayed over last night. He's got a 5-hour drive back. All the way from Sunderland. Dedication to the sport from him, from Connell. Very wide from Luke. Finishes with 153. Going into the 10th frames then on 9 and 10. Following Chris only taking the 2. And that's 2-8-10. Most popular leave, 2-8-10s, 2-10s in this tournament. A lot of people going light on this pattern. Or the lefties equivalent of the 3-7-9. Still the same thing, isn't it really? What, free pin?
Anywhere around there.
There's not been many two-handers, in all honesty, of all the tournament. There's only been 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. I believe there's another one, at least one more later on in Ben. There's none in this squad. Who said conventional bowling was a dying sport, eh? No one wants to watch 200 Revert. Anybody that's been watching the Bowling Vision posts that have gone up, Ben Robinson, that one's to you, that mate. Single pin spare for Connell to start his 10th frame off. Strikes on 11 and 12, starting their 10th frames. Paul Marks and Rachel. Obviously, as we mentioned, cameras behind every pair of lanes. It's a good start for Brandon Roberts down on the lanes 1 through 6. We also started well over there. Gavin Greaves, another one. Chris Oates down on the top pair. He went front 7 before the 2-8-10 leave. It's a 181 for Connell. A 167 for Thomas Copeland in game 1. 152 for Paul Marks. He started his 10th frame off with a strike. Can he make it a double here now then? Yes, he can. Well-groomed beard on Chris Hutt. It's got to be said. You can see that takes some attention in the morning. Rachel then going for this spare over on the left-hand side, misses all. She finishes with a 174. Chris finishes then with a turkey in the 10th frame, finishes with a 180. Tap for you, Connor, mate.
Big whiff on that. For me, I'm surprised they got that much. I'll say it's disappointing to school.
Better than my first game, mate.
I think that's what's really bad. Like, I'm trying to think about a lot. When you put me on this game.
No, you're not.
On the what? 10?
9.
Oh, you have 144.
144, yeah. Then 133. 130, something, yeah.
So,
Not awful.
just don't drop down.
First ball's fine, the spare game shot, but the first ball. Very much.
Okay. Especially part of how the game's gone to the bin.
Matt Thompson then started his 10th frame off with a strike as well. Looking to finish off strong. Up and down game. Better second half than his first half. It was right over onto the left hand side of the head pin.
My angle big enough that I stopped going flat. I don't put it too wide, 2-8-10. Got away with one that game. I thought I was going to.
There's a lot of 2.810s, mate. A lot of 2.810s. It's your insane rev rate, mate. She's pulling you out of the bag. That's all I'm going to mention all the way. For every time you're on these featured pairs, mate.
That insane rev rate.
That insane rev rate of Connell, mate.
That's going to carry him through the score.
It's carrying on all season, that, mate.
What, for MSL as well?
Yep. So 160 then to finish for Mark Thompson. Still waiting on other lanes to finish. So if you want, you can switch over to the cameras behind 1 to 6 or 13 to 16. And the 10th frame over on 15 and 16 down there, and on 13 and 14. 10th frame elsewhere, but 232 it looks like for Brandon Roberts. 236 at the moment for Gavin Greaves. Finishes with a 9 count. So it'll be a 245, good first game from him. Putting a charge on for the top spot. Huh? Plenty of games. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
No doubt, I feel Gav Grace could keep up.
And if you've had a poor one as well, this one. It's your top 5 scores in it that count. So you can have a poor one and bowl the rest of them, and you'll be all right.
When's that rule come in?
It's top 5. It's always been that. It's always been your best 5 scores. Always been your best 5 scores for Masters. Just when you're both poor in every one of the ESBTs, doesn't really matter if you both poor one.
Who are you talking about?
About myself. About myself. Connell started off all right.
Yes, actually, he's not far.
181.
Steady. Area to build.
That's the thing, it'll open up for you as well.
Good start. I said yes to that. Shiny would be an option. Controversial. Don't want that.
It was a dull ball for Gavin Greaves, and he's just shot a shot at 245.
I have to admit, when it was in pocket, it was just taking everything.
Looks slightly dull, that ball of Chris Oates, and he's had a high. He went front 7. Let's go see what he had. He had a 245 as well. 2.810 in the 8th, messed him up.
Going double is the option then.
Yeah, see, exactly. Told you. Dull ball to start.
Should have listened to Leather Spoons.
In all fairness, I was near enough falling asleep in Wetherspoons.
Basically, don't work for everyone.
I got back to my Airbnb. I went to bed and I thought I'll watch a bit of match of the day. Surely I can watch a bit of match of the day. News comes on, Fall Street straight away.
See,
honestly.
Your TV was on this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah. first ball that we walked over with was done. All right, not everybody's done. They're still waiting on 1 and 2 to finish. Just finished. No, in all fairness, mate, that's not too bad. It's when people start walking on my approaches. A lot more respect for bowlers in this squad than what there was yesterday. So as we wait for people to walk over, I'll mention the fact that the website's back now, up and running. ridingtheditch.com. Needs to be populated a bit more, I will admit. But that will be getting done soon as possible. Leagues will be published on there, so if you are a league secretary and you want your league on there, do get in touch. Contact at ridingtheditch.com for that one. You can send across your PDFs and any little bits of information. We can get them posted up on there. So you've basically got a website for your league then as well. Means that bowlers don't have to come into the poll to find the results out, not waiting until the next week either for the results to get published. There's benefits all around for that. If we got moving on to the stream then, Stuart Rushton moves over onto 7 and 8. He'll be joined by Thomas Copeland and Chris Hutt. Then on 9 and 10, Viola Stevenson, Mark Thompson and Rachel Cox. Then on 11 and 12, Steph Goldsbrick, Connell Mayer, and I don't know who the third person is yet. Still waiting on them moving over. So then starts off on these featured pairs. Starts off with a strike on 7. What did you have first game?
Hey?
What did you have first game?
I don't even know.
4.
Yeah, I think it's right. Just didn't get one.
I know what you had. I can see it on there. 144.
Yeah, you don't want to see. Yeah, struggling a bit. Spares. Right, it's up just because the neck. It's like I'm all scrapped up here today. I knew it might be an issue. It's just like, okay, I one split, but I couldn't strike.
Yeah.
2 consecutive balls with 7 pins.
Sparing wins your matches, mate. Sparing wins you the matches, though.
I know, yeah. I know, it's 8 and 7 and 10 when I left. I mean, just like,
Can I have the 9 pin on 10? Told him.
Yeah, 9 pin on
I told him.
oh, sorry, well done.
Connell on 11 then, going for the 2 pin spare there. Gets it. I don't think he was too sure about that one, though. Nine pin on 10, then taken clean it by Rachel. Chris up with a big 4. Are we going to see it spared? No. It's a 6 miss for him to start his second game. Yola started off with a strike on 9, so does Mark on that pair. Thomas Copeland missing the pocket. One out wide, the ball not coming back at all for him. Stewart inside, through the nose, gets a good 7. Viola through the nose as well there on scent. To 21 viewers early on this Saturday morning, or Sunday morning even. you want to get involved in the comments, do put in. We'll read out the comments as they come through. We said it yesterday on the stream, what would you rather be watching? ESBT or someone cooking up some overpriced food on the TV? That's what you get on Sunday morning TV. Spare from Rachel on 9. Maria now on 12. Over onto the Brooklyn side, leaves the 6-pin. Chris with a nice spare there on 7. Can we get the 2-8 reset on 9, please? Can you change the score as well? Steph Goldsbrick, heavy that one on 11. Connell the same, leaves the 9-pin. A lot of people going heavy now after saying it's relatively easy to go like the game before. I think people might be overcorrecting themselves and pulling it inside. Single pin miss from Connell. There on 12. Ross Copeland, he picks up that makeable on 8. Nicely done by him. Rachel with a nice bit of luck there to leave the 4-pin, was potentially going to be a 4-6. Go the light, leaves the 2, 4, 10 on 9. Chris over through the nose, leaves the 3-pin. Not many people stringing strikes together on these featured pairs. We'll have a look round. He's going well on lane 1. For Brandon Roberts and Mr. Antil. Turkeys for them to start on lane 1. It was the same, realistically the same story yesterday. Game 2, scores dropped off in most squads. Through the nose for Stewart again on 8, holding that one right inside. As has been mentioning, struggling with his knee. Connell going heavy. Leaves the 3, 6, 10. Rachel with a bit more of a straighter line there on 9. Leaves the 7-pin. 3, 6, 10 for Stewart. Can only take 2 of the 3. Let's see what Chris Holt can do here. 1, 2, 4, 10. Takes out the 2, 4. It's only one clean frame for him through the front four. Struggling this game. As Connell makes his spare. There on lanes 11. Spare for Rachel on lane 9. Just seems to be a sparing contest at the moment. On these 3 pairs of lanes, 7 through to 12. A lot through the nose and a lot that are light. Like that one there from Thomas Copeland, light, leaves the 210. A lot of people leaving that. Stuart 10-pin lead for him. 7-pin for Mark. It was slightly unlucky from the pair of them 2 bowlers. Put it in a nice spot. Just struggling with the carry. Only 2 pins taken for Maria on 12. Connell on 12, heavy again. Change of ball this time around for him. Rachel goes very light, leads to 2, 4, 10. Combinations with them 2 and 10 pins. High possibility. Yola now getting on that strikes. There on 9. She had a good first game, 193 for her at the start. Two pins taken for Rachel. First open for her in this game. Been sparing nicely. 9 taps. 1 through 4. That one were light. That's why she left that 2, 4, 10. Only taking 2 of them opening in the 5th frame means that she'll on 82. Mark through the nose leaves the 4, 6, 7. Stuart Light leaves the 2 pin there on 8. Four, 6, 7, 9 left for Thomas Copeland. Let's see if he can spare it. Be a good spare if he does. Straight through 3 pin for Maria. Leaves the wash out. Different way. Thomas Copeland takes out 3 of them though. Slightly unlucky not to take the 4th in all honesty. Stuart picks up his single pin and finally gets a spare. On the cards, it's a double spare as well. 2 spares for him on the bounce now. Chris Hope crossing over, leaves the 6 pin. He can't go much down.
Don't say things. Mind you, I'm excused my way, so it's alright. I haven't done that low.
We got John Parker watching now on the stream. A man that's told me that I've got to keep an eye on Aaron Underhill's scores, because he will be giving Aaron stick if he doesn't match what he had. Second at the moment, I believe, in the standings is John. We'll give a classified results update. We'll get them up. So at the top at the moment with 17.55 is Jason Agate. Then in second place is John Parker with 17.48. Third place Hadley Morgan, 17.39. Fourth, Colin Gross, 17.25. And in fifth place is Paul Moore with 17.19. That's the top 5 at the moment. Stewart gets a strike now as well. We've got to be asking if he's feeling all right. It's a strike, mate. It's got to be perfect anyway, no matter what, innit? There's a 5-pin on 4. Hands are going up. You can watch it on the other streams. 3 camera setup, every lane covered. 1 through to 6, you're on this one, 7 through to 12. And then down top end of the centre, you got 13 through to 16. Strike Viola there on 9. She's having a bit of a resurgence in this game. Struggling to get the strikes on 10, but striking on 9. Rachel unlucky not to convert that one. 107 for her through 7 frames in this, the second game. 9-pin left here for Chris Hutt on 8. If we have a look round. It's going okay for Rugfelber over on lanes 15 and 16. Jack Saunders seems to be doing okay as well on lane 13. Mark going through the nose, split again for him. Nice strike from Thomas Copeland there. Although from his demeanour at the foul line, I don't think he was too impressed with that shot actually. Mark only taking one of the 2. Wobbles the 7-pin, but it doesn't fall. Chris on 7. Light leaves the 2-5. A 5-pin was spared on lane 4. It's a spare for Stewart as well on 8. He's clean now for the last 4 frames. What did you say? Don't worry, Chris, I've said that you got a freshly groomed beard before, mate. Nice little bit of work in the morning, that we were combing it. Yeah, and did you leave a 3, 6, 9, 10 and miss it?
Left the 9-pin.
Yeah.
I'd rather shoot a 7-10.
Yeah. At least you know you forgot 8 on your first shot. Mark bouncing back from his split. Open the frame before with a strike there on 9. It's a strike as well for Stewart. He's pulling this game back from despair. after the 3-7-2s, 7-2s. And lovely strike as well from Chris there on lane 8. It's a strike for Steph. On 12 strikes are coming in now on this on the featured pairs. And as we say that, Yola goes light. Goes 2-4-10. 9 pin left for Rachel as well there. Bit of chin sitter. Connell now bouncing back from his 3-6, 9-10 with a strike. He was 93 through 6. He's now 103 through 7. Obviously with a strike, so that could improve. Doing all right. What did you finish with? 174. Decent game, Luke. You what?
Decided to change my line completely halfway through the game.
Oh, Darren Hall here. Tell Stuart to stop messing about. We will do, Stuart. We will. I mean, we will do, Darren, even. Sorry. We'll tell Stuart to stop messing about. In all fairness, mate, he's doing all right the second half of this game. I'm guessing that message come early doors in this one. It's better temp and he's keeping it clean. Tell you what, give a little bit of banter to a bowler and turning it on now, making me can't say out about him now. Making the bowling do the talking. He missed the 3-6-9-10. He's just come over and told me that. We were saying yesterday we would rather leave a 7-10 than a 3-6-9-10. Horrible spare.
How did he chop it?
He left the 9 pin. Single pin spare there for Mark. Thomas Copeland struggling with his sparing. Has a 180 game though there. But that 180 game could have easily been 220-ish if it had made his spares. Lovely strike from Chris. 165 for Stuart. Yola goes right over through the nose. Leaves the 3-6. It's a double for Connell as he walks over in front of the camera. Been told to tell you to stop messing about. Oh, Darren Hall.
It took way too long to get settled.
Tell him to focus on his own bowling. Is he not bowling at bowling at full today?
Eh?
Darren Connell got full today. That explains why he put himself down for practice at full.
All right.
Well, the SSL's on as well.
Right.
Normally Darren will bowl at full. We bowl at Crusaders down there.
Right.
So if he's snobbing around on watching it.
So Darren, mate, if you're watching this, Stuart's just told you you need to focus on your own bowling, mate. Apparently you're bowling elsewhere today. So, I know, yeah, I know. It was Mr. Paul Upton yesterday that.
It's true.
It is true, yeah. Exactly, yeah. That just made me laugh.
Innocent until proven guilty, boys.
You know it's coming.
Stop delaying it.
174 for Chris Hutt on 7 and 8. So 161 for Yola. Split to finish. Rachel started the 10th frame off from a spare though, so she won't have the chance to go for that. So 162 for her. Maria going for 2 pin spare there. Misses it. I think that's the first time I'll ever see somebody celebrate a miss. That celebration there, a bit of James Madison going on, wasn't it?
I know, it's not. I need that man to do that. I need to be celebrating my misses.
We very, very nearly had a Lily there on the stream right in front of us. Lane 9, Mark Thompson.
7-10.
Messenger come and took the 5 pin away. Lovely shot there from Connell. It's a turkey for him now. looking to finish strong in this game. A game where he's had 2 opens, second frame and fifth frame.
Again this game.
It's easily done.
Mark 2 opens. I hope
Kind of switch lines.
should have thrown it flat at the 9 minutes instead of trying to block it. The other way.
I saw that.
You can't spare 3, 6, 9, 10. It's impossible.
I mean,
Oh, Darren's come back. I'm watching from home. Not doing the SSL. He's not bowling the SSL, Darren. He's watching at home.
Yeah, that's what I said to you.
He's trying to say that you've been dropped, Darren. That's what it is. He's trying to say you're not good enough.
He bowled really well the other week at 250.
Well, there we go.
Average 250, 216.
Better than you.
Same as.
Same as.
4 pins actually. Beat me by 4 pins. I had 1290 and 1294 overseas.
So in all fairness, Darren has got the bragging rights at the moment then.
At the moment, yeah. He didn't bowl that well on the Thursday after.
Fair enough.
About 100 pins behind.
It's league though, doesn't really count, does it?
be a Darren Tank challenge at league. That's what Darren's gonna be happy.
Darren Tang does loads of random things when he's bowling league though, doesn't he?
You need like a little hat, and in your league you have to pick one out. Darren Tank's going to like bowl one the wrong way. Everyone do it to it round.
Connell then looking to make it 4 on the bounce. On 12. Oh, the 4-pin falling late there. He's going to take it, innit? It's all in the shirt. And if you want to, you can buy said shirt now from the website, ridingtheditch.com. Go across to the ADR store, and you can buy a Riding the Ditch shirt on there. £37, I believe we got them up at. Bargain. It's an absolute bargain. £5 postage, so it comes out to 42. Or you can come and pick it up. It depends on when you want it, in all honesty. I think postage actually needs sorting out on the website, so at the moment it might actually be a bit cheaper. That is a good point that I need to sort out.
Everything ran perfectly. There's no more riding the ditch.
Nothing runs normal and riding the ditch, mate.
Yeah, I saw someone say, well, it looks like a match. The scores were, some people were really good.
Right. Oh yeah, that definitely needs sorting. What? 290.
You should charge him the £2.1 for us, is it?
Huh?
You should charge him £2.1 for us, is it?
What?
If it's made £2.99.
Quid for a day.
It got posted. I posted it too.
What?
Yeah. He was a 200 for Connell. Did recover that, mate. First half of that game.
Well, there's room out there, but if you get it too far, it's a no-go zone.
Who was A and who was B out of Steph and Maria? Was it Steph that was...
A,
Right.
Maria was B.
Steph had a 130 and Maria had a 125. It's now time to move. Who we getting joined by on the stream? Here we go. Aaron's walking over. Aaron, come on. Give us that score sheet.
Second one's right, first one's wrong.
Don't worry, John. We'll go and find out what scores he's had. Oh, he started with 143, eh?
Don't get me wrong, I still
Is
prefer
it better than your start?
No, actually wasn't.
Yeah.
181 though, second game.
Yeah, I only have 2 splits, but
You know what John's going to come back with there, don't you?
I don't care. I told you so.
Oh, 100 and... Don't know how many down on overall, but he'll just come back with... He'll come back with... he had a 298 second game, so
Oh,
he'll come back with...
Is that it?
100 and what, 17 pins down from what he had.
Oh, God. Still a long day.
Philly joining us on 7 and 8. Rachel Cox starting us off though on that pair. Line leaves the 2-4-5. Kev leaving the 10 pin. So Brooklyn strike for Steph. You're going to take them all day long though. Roger Kendall joining this featured pair and starts off by putting it in the gutter on his first ball. It's an open for Rachel, mismakeables. Matter of finishing near the top or finishing down near the bottom. That's what we like to hear, Andrew. Having the riding the ditch shirt on for league, representing up in Scotland. If you have him as a friend on Facebook, he has been bowling pretty well in all fairness in that shirt. Split City, mate, this pattern. Split City.
Oh yeah. Wrong, and that's what happened.
I mean, I know technically yours wasn't a split because you left the 1-2-10, but it's close enough, innit?
Kevin's first ball. Michael, I ran outside. It's cold.
This,
Painkillers eating. At that point.
has anybody got a purple out in this squad?
Yeah,
Because-
I haven't seen one. There were some out yesterday, weren't
No, there was only a couple of people that used them yesterday. There's only a couple.
there? I mean, my bloke was firmly in the bag there.
Paul Moore used it for a couple of games. Left on the left-hand side though, isn't he?
No,
So the left-hand side's a bit slightly different on this pattern, isn't it, to the right?
I mean, I haven't attempted to get the new blue out, but
Nice.
I don't think it doesn't feel like that at the moment.
It's not,
It doesn't feel
but it's not a purple though.
No. And it does run with.
It's not the pattern for it. It's not the pattern for it.
No, I know. As I said, it doesn't feel right to get it out. Like,
I just thought people would be arrogant, and nobody has been. They've proved me wrong. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Bucket left for Rachel on 8 then. I've just seen that you had a 125 or something like that second game. It is pretty easy to leave a split. The 210 is very common. See? I'm sure, mate. If you start off with poor games on the stream, Darren's going to be on it anyway. He'll be back to you Thursday night.
oh, he'll be back on me. On Facebook.
He'll be getting all the clips up, won't he, and sending them across.
Look at my phone. I've got a better argument for him. He obviously bowls with us in Sussex team as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good start for Yola.
Hey, bowled
She
well.
doubled over on 11 and 12.
Darren bowled well TPT the other week.
Yeah.
Bowled one. Late, whoever bowled one at all.
Do you know what? That was very close. That if Maria's just come over and just gone, I didn't put it in the ditch. It was very close.
You almost did.
You're very close.
Tempting fate.
Jack Saunders then on 12. Two-hander.
Theo's were out that far.
Huh?
I watched some people trying to bowl with it.
Nah, too wide, it stays wide, mate.
There's no need to be out there. No.
Too wide, it stays wide.
Yeah, it's quite big out of bounds.
It's how a sports pattern should really be played, in all honesty, especially at the start.
I mean, on the short pattern, you could go onto the edge and play it.
Yeah.
Apart from that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's 45 foot, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, this is not.
Yeah, it's not a short pattern. Far from it. Far from it. Spare for Jack. Gavin's on 1 and 2. Gareth, mate. There is a stream up for it. Camera's just a bit slightly angled, but you can see it all. You'll be able to watch him play down there. Started off well, did Gav. Started with a 245. Don't know why he had second game, but he had a good first game. Some big scores starting off on 3 and 4, front 4 for Casper McLeod. Strike for Steph there on 9 pin falling late. Bouncing back well from a 130 game the game before. Strike for Mark. Roxanne on 11. Slightly straighter line from him. Oh, single pin miss there from Yola. The 3 pin. Jack Saunders leaving the 6 pin there. It's a spare for Maria on 9. 10 pin left for Kev on 7. Going through the 3 pin that time, missing pocket. They used the 128. Spare for Kev. There on 7. Strike for Steph. Rolling well now. 2 taken from Mark there. Stuart Ruston there with the strike. Light mixer.
On 15B, could you please score on the 3rd frame and make it like the next ball?
Nothing spare for Roger. On 12. Viola picking up her single pin as well this time round. Taking that 3 pin that she missed the frame before.
Score up on there. On line 15. Oh, hold on. Oh, it'll cancel out now. Oh, thank you.
Jack Saunders with a change of ball. Leaves the 5 pin. Five pin leave then for Jack. Hands are up. Spares it though. Shaking the head as well as he walks back. Front 5 now for Casper on lane 3 and 4. The same for Chris Oates as well. Could we see a perfect game down there? Then on 8. Oh, it's a nice mix. Makes it 4 on the bounce for her. Four left Viola Stevenson out here on 12. On to take 2 of them out. Struggling a little bit on that lane 12. Missed single pin last time out, and she was on that pair. On that lane, sorry. Mark with the strike on 8, matching what his playing partner's done there. Spare for Kev on 7. What did you have for your other games, Kev? Started off all right, didn't you?
Couldn't strike. So I had 178. I missed one. I had a washout. Couldn't make balls. Couldn't strike. Then next game, first 5 frames, 4 massive splits. Not one of them. Then just missing.
Well, we did 2 10s. 2 8 10s.
I had two 8 10s.
Yeah.
So
easily done, mate, on this pattern.
Yeah. It's like 146 in it.
Yeah.
But,
A lot of people though have had an alright first game, dropped off massive second game. It was happening yesterday as well. Yeah. Very enjoying the bowling a bit again now. After saying she struggled first 2. Off the back of a 120 odd game the game before on lanes 11 and 12. Kev with the strike on 12 on 8, sorry. He enjoyed that one. Nice fist pump as well as he come back. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. Done it for the camera, so I'm watching, innit? Mark with the strike on 7. It's a double for him. It seems to be. Strike seems to be coming now on 7 and 8. Strike as well there on 9 for Stewart. It's a turkey for him now. He's bowling well this game. He opened in the first frame, but bounced back from that nicely with a strike. 8 spare and then a turkey after that through 6 frames now. Currently it's sat on 109, but big potential of that going up. Mate, it's a strike up there, isn't it? Rachel Cott's going along nicely here now. That's 6 on the bounce down for her. Kev makes it a double. Comes and speaks to us on the stream, he gets a double.
first one of the day, get in.
And you got 6 on the bounce as well.
Don't want to get too carried away. Even worse than parents, I could sat at home watching it.
everybody's had a bad second game. Well, all right, barring a few people like John yesterday who magically had a 298. But yeah, second game, a lot of people have dropped off, so and then bounced back. Yeah. Seven on the bounce now for Rachel. Good game this. Ticket's been transferred. If anyone's looking at the comments, then they'll understand. Shanks, wishing Stefan well. That could be absolutely anyone's YouTube name, that. Long Shanks. Kev making his makeables there, as he was mentioning before. Nice 9-pin spare for him. Making them makeables, mate?
Yeah, trying. Very trying.
Yeah. What makeable made as well for Mark. That 10-pin sped. Oh, 10-pin for Kev. Unlucky there. 6-pin for Rachel following that 7 on the bounce. She's put in a good game already in this one. Spares this. Makes it 230. Let me get the maths right on here. 208, 218, 228, 238 with that spare. Potential of a 248 if she strikes here now. Stewart's gone 4 on the bounce on lane 9 and 10. Lane 11 and 12. Looks to be a struggle for carry for Jack Saunders on there. A lot of 9s in his game, but he's been sparing them. Following that 4-bagger from Stewart, he's light in that pocket, slightly wide. Leaves the 2-pin though, it's a makeable. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. Kendall with an open there from that baby split. The strike to finish for Rachel, 248 for her. It's a good game. Putting on a charge for that top women's spot. Good game that, mate. It's a pull from Kev. Tap of the back. 184 though for him. Stuart Rushton misses the single pin. As we have a look around, there seems to be a fair few strikes down there on 1 and 2 for Gav Greaves. Started off with 245, did Gav. Obviously 3 and 4. Nice games from Casper and Chris Oakes on the marks there. Chris Oakes still on for a 276 if he strikes out. Casper, 250 odd game on the cards. If you want to watch that, cameras behind all the lanes today. You can follow your favourite bowler in this squad and the next one as well that's following this one later on today. It's a spare there from Maria. Unconventional, but it still all go down. Bowler stepping up to bowl on 12. She's had a double in frames 7 and 8. Can she make it a turkey? Steph into the pocket, leaves the 10 pin. Single pin spare for Mark to finish there. He finishes them with a 180. It's a strike for Stewart, bouncing back from his open the frame before. Just if he could spare, Ray. Oh, Rog getting a nice members bounce off the side. Single pin spared from Steph as well there. Grunting noise coming over from Rob Felby on lane 14. It has stopped from Mr. Hall, yes, you're right. The barricade has stopped. Lovely strike there from Jack Saunders. Gets the carry this time round. Oh! And after she said that she hasn't ditched one, she's ditched one. Nah, yeah, that's the thing, innit? You can tell she enjoys the bowling. Laughing it off. She spares it though. You put... Seven to start the 10th frame for Yola here, going for the spare now. Spares it up. 275 for her at the moment. Potential of 175, sorry, for her at the moment. Potential of a 185. You put your own kisser on putting it in the ditch, mate. Yeah, exactly. Might as well. What arm's it gonna do?
True. I mean, strike out from the 9th.
Would have been, yeah, but you didn't.
It's the moon that the ball will shape. It just has to be on the lane.
That is like the main part, is keeping it on the lane. Does help. Strike for Steph there. It's a double now for her in the 10th frame. It's a good game this for her. Strike to finish for Stewart. He finishes with a 206. Huh? So 185 for Yola. Jack going really heavy there. Leaves the 2478. A dreaded spare. It's just awful to try and get that 8 pin out as a left-hander. 268 for Casper McLeod on 3, 244 for Chris Oates. Big games going in over there. Lee, you know the sweeper? Are you doing a men's and a women's version of it, or are you just doing it all together?
There is a men's and
Right. Not too bad. You bowled all right first game. What have you had after that?
198, 261.
Not too bad. I know your brother's watching.
I know,
Yeah.
With my niece is watching as well.
Yeah. Oh, foul. On lane 5. Don't see that much on the tour. It's a double for Maria. She did say that she was going to strike out. It was 189 for Jack Saunders, 159 for Roger Kendall. Over there on 11 and 12. .203 for Steph Goldsbrick. It's very wide, that from she tried again. She tried again.
I did say it was 157 with a double and a ditch. But it's close.
162.
I know. I made 5. In fact, you're in my team. So it's my best game so far. Don't tell anyone.
Go on then, that's the fun.
Just waiting on 5 and 6 to finish before they start moving lanes.
Well, that's a positive way. They're going upwards.
I think it's time for a bacon butty.
Go in, have a, I don't know, you could go in, have a pint, and then still come out with half
Presumably, I'm able to drink my
sail through there. Another time, you could sit there for an hour and just get it out.
if you A3 in, it's worse. So I zigzag. I zigzag in. And it's like, if I leave Saturday, mate.
Don't think I can do anything from the top.
Oh, well, we got a problem on 7 and 8. So we'll have a look. We're joined now by Hank Stevenson and Rob Felby. On 11 and 12, they'll be joined by Stuart Rushton. Game 4 of 8. Wait. Wait. Can you not just turn them off and turn them back on again?
That one always works.
That's what I was going to say to you.
Turn on, turn on.
Straight up factory reset. What, did you go purple? Left it. Go on, what?
If you were to go back and see my 5-pin using my reaction off my hand, I was like, Jesus.
What, did you leave a 5-pin? Did you spare it? Oh,
I was worried for about 30 feet.
we're getting told here. 13 or 14, 15 and 16, sorry. Conor Mayer left a 5-pin. Questionable spare. Oh, it was close. If you want to go watch that one, as we say, camera behind every pair of lanes. Realistically, we could potentially have done with another camera, and then we could have had 4 streams up. But my laptop and my Mac wouldn't have handled 4 streams. You'd be stuck with lag. Spare there on lane 8, starting there, first, 4th game, first frame in this. Maria starting the game off with a strike. Is that his first name or his last name, Mason? 1-8.
Oh, last name. David. First name, David.
David. Right.
DM, name, Mason. Big Dave.
Thank you.
It's an optometrist.
A what?
Optometrist.
What's one of them? Oh, optician.
Yeah.
Dave Mason with the big split on 8. Let's see if he can spare it up. Takes the 2, making sure of 2. Every pin counts, I suppose. Saunders keeping it clean, making sure of them spares. That's why he's one of the top bowlers in England, in all fairness to him. Rob Felby's on strike, 9 spare. Frank Stevenson struggling a little bit in this game. 9 spare, 5 spare, then an 8 miss. Only on 41 through 3 or whatever he said. There's a lot more frames to go to recover that one. It's a strike from Kev. He's doing all those celebrations and everything here. He's enjoying his bowling here at the moment. And it's good to see, that's what you want to see. Ah, well, that's it, mate. At least you're enjoying it, that's the thing, innit? Oh, no. Single pin miss from Roger Kendall. Big split from Dave. He leaves the 410. Frank using that purple hammer. 6-pin stays up. Wobbled, but didn't want to fall for the young lad. Spare for Maria on 8. Lives every shot. I think it must be like a Birmingham thing. Steve Bowes yesterday was one of them. And if you've watching yesterday, you know how much we adored him. Proper comedic act, but in a good way. You know, he puts on a show for us all. Bowled well as well, in all fairness to him. Only the one taken there from Jack, leaving that 3-7. Split. It's very easily left on this pattern. Or the 210 if you're a right-hander. First look of a purple hammer from a right-hander there. On 8 from Nikita. Kev Philly leaves that 2-8. You're getting good shape with that ball, in all fairness. Spare for Kev. Let's have a look at Stuart Rushton then on 11. Missing the 10 pin, missing the single pins. Again from him, coming off a good game, 203 or 206. Seven pin left for Jack there on 10. 5 pin on 8. He spared up nicely though. And Dave Mason, the optician. Single pin spared there from Jack. Takes that 7 pin out. I hope you spared both the 5 pins, mate. Otherwise, we will be going back. Otherwise, we will be going back and getting them up.
The second one was more convincing.
I watched back the first one when you come over and told me. He was very questionable. I think if he was bowling yesterday and you'd have done that, I don't think you'd have spared it.
Yeah, not a chance.
Roger with the spare there on 8. Roger Kendall. Dave, a little bit heavy on that one. Pins rolling across. Doesn't take any of the 2 out though that stay standing. Leaves at 4-7. Single pin miss this time from Kev. Steph shuffling across, making sure that that ball took the 10 pin out. Willing that ball across. There on 8. Saunders heavy that time round. Rob Felby with the 9 pin there on 11. Having a good game this time round. There was a few grunting noises before from him on 13 and 14. I think he was leaving a few two 10s or something like that. Them splits. 10 pin left for Maria. She thought that one was a good shot. She started willing that one in. Fist pump come out and everything. To spare for Rob Felber. To spare for Jack Saunders. Kev Philly trying to warm himself up by the looks of it. Has gone pretty cold in here, I'm not going to lie, the cold has come back on commentary. It's a strike for Frank Stevenson there on 12. Cheers mate, thank you. Cheers pal. No, I'm fine mate, thank you. It's going to be a fun one, isn't it? Trying to eat that with a microphone in one hand as well. bit of Philly light that time. Same for Maria. Both of them missing that pocket. Maria's a bit more friendly than Kev's. Fergal's still going strong over there on 11 and 12. Dave Mason with the strike. Oh, funky leave that. Jack Saunders. 2-7-10. 3-7-10, sorry. It's a strike for Nikita on 7. Bouncing back from that split the frame before. Let's see if Jack can spare this then. Rob Falvey on 11 as well, going on nicely. It's a strike for Rob. Only 2 taken from Jack.
Oh, 5-pin. 5-pin on 6. Oh! Spares it. Just.
Spare for Kev on 9. Rog finished baby split the 3-10. It's a dreaded spare. Missed all. Maria puts it in the ditch again. Second time. Spares it though, it's as good as a 9 spare because it's following an open. The chins effects there for Jack. Leaves the 9-pin. Maria was flirting with danger there. She was nearly a miss. This is so messy. It's unbelievably messy. I want to know how Chatters has managed to make his not as messy as mine.
Have you seen his water cash?
Yeah, the one of cash, mate.
I'd like to think my stomach says that I'm a good eater as well, mate.
All in one point, that's how you do it.
You doing yours from top?
Well, you've got it from the
From
top.
the top.
Absolutely.
Alright.
It's generous. of them near me nanners in Scunthorpe or Ashby. And it's a butcher's. I'll tell you what, mate, the food in there is unbelievable.
Lovely strike to finish there for Kev Filler. Finishes with 160, so 141 for Roger Kendall. Dave Mason with the spare on 7 and 8. 7 and 8 obviously slightly behind with that, a little bit of a malfunction with the spare, with the space buttons on the devices, for meaning that they couldn't start the game, but they're on and off. It's a nice strike to start the 10th frame, that for Jack Saunders. It was great, mate, in all fairness, it was nice. 175 for Frank Stevenson, 179 for Stuart Rushton. It was an open in the 9th. Yeah. It's your electricity, not mine.
I'm having fun. Second game.
Double for Jack Saunders there.
Missed one washout, and then no double. Second game, after 5 frames, I had a full big split. One of them. Spared the 3, 6, 7, 9, 10.
Restart for Maria.
146. 180 something last game.
Should have stayed on comms for him.
Connell comes over, says should have stayed on comms. So Brooklyn for Maria on 8. Well, it's better than putting it in the ditch, I suppose. She's done that twice already. She was flirting with danger as well with that miss 7 to make it a miss. Last time out on 8. Oh, Felber going heavy on 11. Leaves the 3, 6 on there. What? Yeah. I meant to do it last night, I forgot. It's a spare for Rob. Ooh, Dave Mason missing that single pin. First mismakeable of this game for him. He had 2 split opens, first 2 frames. But he was making his spares nicely. Missed that one there. Keaton, and the only right-hander I think at the moment that's using purple. Through the nose that time. As I say that, I think Rob Felber's just used purple then. Gets a strike, finishes with 194. Spare for Nikita then on 8. one of the two taken for Steph. Open for 152 through 9. Bowling all right at the moment, aren't you, Casper?
Not bad, mixed bag.
I saw your game on 3 and 4. Bowling all right.
Yeah, that was a good one. The rest of it, not so good.
Up and down. Strike for Maria there on 7. It's a double as well for her. Looking to finish this game strong. Dave Mason picks up that single pimp. It's an 8 to start the 10th frame for Nikia. Having a good game this week. Only one of the two taken. Nikita, which means you'll finish with a 188. Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Did you like my comment yesterday? Come on, guys, get some quality. Get some quality in your commentary.
We was talking. We was talking rubbish. Yeah. We was talking some rubbish yesterday.
It was fun. I was because I was listening and watching most of the
Strike from Dave there.
Oh, yeah, I watched most of the day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, you only had one screen going.
Yeah, I know. But do you know what the random thing is about that? Right? Is on my Mac I had the camera that was meant to be behind 5 to 8. Right? And it was set up for 5 to 8, but then it was showing that one on YouTube, and I don't know why.
They were both showing.
I know. I don't know why though. I don't know why. I sorted it out about halfway through the squad, but yeah, I don't know why it was doing that, because if you looked on here, it was as if it was showing 5 to 8.
I stuck with the commentary screen once it was up most of the time,
Yeah.
because everybody eventually got to play, so you got to see everybody
Yeah.
because they all rolled through.
But it just means that if you've got family or something watching at home, you can watch you can watch everyone. Whereas I'm giving a bit of commentary, so everybody knows kind of how everybody's going on, if they stick with that one, if they just want to watch the bowling. It's a turkey for Maria on it. 8 here now. 162 for Dave Mason. 171 for Steph Goldsbrick.
Everybody bowling well this morning?
Gavin Greaves was going along nicely. Casper's just said he's having a bit of a mixed bag, but he did have a good game on 3 and 4. Chris Oates, I think, was doing all right, but I think he's just had a 176, so it's a bit of a dip for him. Brandon Roberts, another one that's doing decent. What's he just had then? He might have just had a 159 though, by the looks of it. So again, a bit of a dip, but he had some good games to start off with.
Can you let them know to press the button so we can
The
add
space. Roger,
press
just
space?
press space on the thing for us, please, mate. Maria finishes then with a 180. Make a note of your score first, though, before you do it. Yeah, move out the way.
Sorry, it's not working. It's not maybe, it's bad. This is the same system we got, right?
I was just watching these going, it's going to be a long day, that, isn't it?
Where's your dad?
My dad?
Yeah.
He bowled yesterday morning.
No, where's...
Oh, fourth. Yeah, fourth.
It was 100 over, wasn't it?
1725, 125 over.
Oh, he did what?
He was bowling for her.
He bowled really well, but it was top of that.
It is. You're not wrong.
He's gone over and left you all alone.
Yeah. Kev Philly with the spare on 11 and 12. Ocho only getting 8 there, missing a pocket. Keita then on 10, the purple hammer. Leaves the 4 pin. What can Frank Stevenson do on the right? On the left even, sorry. Leaves the 9 pin. Nice shot, a bit unlucky on the carry. Ian Ansell then on 11. Going for the spare as Frank Stevenson makes the single pin there. What can Ian do then? On 11. Spares up nicely. Jack Saunders back. Pink Widow. Spares. Gets the strike there on 8. Tried that ball earlier. Wasn't too pleased with it. He's gone back to it now though. He seems to be shaping up nicely for him. Roger through the nose. Rodfelby carrying on his form with a strike there. Brandon Roberts the same on 11. Strike for Frank this time round. Gets that strike on 10. Keita pulling that one. Leaves the 3-10. Out wide. Chris Oakes into the pocket, leaves the 10 pin. strike from Rob Felby there on 10. Nice shot from him, double for him now. It's a spare for Nikita on 9. It's a double for Jack on lane 7. Change of ball working well for him. Bit cocky for 2 frames in, aren't you?
That's how it goes.
7-10 left for Dave Mason on 9. Looking for the crossover. Gets it, gets the strike. Dave taking 1. Then out, that's 7-10. If you're one of the 17 watching along at home, do get involved in the chat box. Read your messages out. Praise to any bowler. Messages of good luck. Jack Saunders looks on fire with that pink ball now. Getting the strike following that split spare. Frame before, 2:10 left for Chris Oakes. Light into the pocket. I'd love to have known when this was bowled as a PBA pattern last year. I swear it was it's a PBA pattern, isn't it? Yeah. When this was bowled on the PBA tour. Yeah. Last year. I'd love to have known if there was so many 210s as what there's been here. An unreal amount of 210s or 2.810s. Spare for Frank. Chris Oakes misses all on 7. Strike for Brandon Roberts on 11. Another split for Dave. Only take 2. The 3 left. Okay, Philly makes the 10 pin just, but still makes it. Roger Kendall gets away with the split. Leaves the 4-7 there on 7. Felby, nice ball back. Messenger comes across, gets the turkey. That score will need deleting. That score and there'll be a miss. Was a good spare. It's a double for Nikita on 9. And a ball bouncing out on it on 7 before for Roger. Makes the spare, I suppose, bouncing out the gutter, but unfortunately it doesn't count. Spare made for Frank Stevenson there. It's a good correction from Chris Oakes, bouncing back from his split. Gets the strike in the 4th frame. Jack Saunders then. He's on turkey to start. Following the change of ball to start this game. Looks nice. It is nice. He gets the 4-bagger. How can Rob Felby do the same and follow him? Brandon Roberts struggling to get that carry on lane 12. Another 9 for him. Roger wide that time. Right then Felby. Goes wide a little bit there. Doesn't get that purchase off the hit of the pocket because it was wide. Meaning he leaves that 210. We've just been talking about left so often this weekend. And we've still got another squad to go. So you only got to ask the question of how many more we're going to see of these. Spare for Brandon on 12. All clean so far through 4 on 11 and 12, and it's a nice spare that from Rob Felby. 10 pin left there for Chris Oates. Ball come back all right into the pocket. Leaves the 10 pin. Strike for Frank on 9. Keeping his game clean. Just looking now if he could try and potentially string some strikes together. Saunders, who's gone front 4, front 5 now for him. Seems to be dialed in with that ball. Is that not yours down there? Oh, did you? It's only Aaron anyway, it's alright. Felby throwing that wide, and he knew as soon as that released that one. Oh, 5 pin. Pin comes round, spins, takes that 5 pin out. Comes back as Roger says, I'll take that one to Chris Oates. Laughs it off, he says, I'm not leaving a 5 pin. Felby can only take 2 of the 4 left there. His first open in this game. Ed Mason then going for this 10 pin. Spares it up nicely. Ian had the strike, the frame before. Can he make it a double? On 12. Light again, leaves the 2 pin. Okay, Philly with the strike this time, gets the carry. You can see it from his reaction at the foul line. 3 9s on the bounce. Enjoyed that one. Can hit a 4 on the bounce now for her. Jack Saunders just coming back, resetting after having to get a reset on the pins. Takes a sip of his water. Jack Saunders then gets 6 on the bounce. Nice shot from him again. It's looking good with that ball. elsewhere. Lanes 3 and 4. HO going along nicely. And coming over and nicking bits of Rob Felby's drink, obviously. Partners, them two. Phelps bouncing back nicely there. With his couple of shots where he's pulled it a bit wide. With over strike. Spare for Dave Mason. Free pin left for Ian. Sorry, mate. Oh, foul from Nikita. She struck as well. Unfortunately, it won't count. She's gone 4 on the bounce as well. Would have been 5. She hadn't just encroached on that foul line. It's a strike for Frank Stevenson. It's gone. Gets the turkey. Roger crossing over. Gets the double. How we doing, Luke?
Hit 216 last game, so.
Not bad, not bad. She corrects from that foul. Gets the spare anyway. That's the problem with wearing a sock, I suppose. Slide too far sometimes, yeah. Fouled.
Old tactic don't work all the time.
Huh?
Old tactics don't work all the time.
Well, this is where my argument with, discussion with Chris West yesterday when we was bowling. He was saying, Chris was trying to say that he'd rather have a tacky lane than a lane that's like glass, and I said I'd rather have a lane that's like glass than a lane that's tacky, because if it's tacky you can only put a sock on and that's it. Whereas if it's like glass, you've got all the interchangeable stuff that you can change on your shoe. Oaksy's been bowling well, yeah.
No, I think he went like.
I think he only had like a 170 odd though last game. Oh yeah, when you had Casper, you bowling with Casper as well, aren't you? 3 and 4. Yeah, they bowled well on there. I noticed that.
It was like 2-6.
3 and 4 seem to be a big scoring pair though.
I went 206 on that. Must have been quite good on that. Big on that. Phil's helped.
Well, Rachel's bowling well again, but Rachel bowled well when she was on 7 and 8 before as well when she was on stream. Jack Saunders with the 8 spare.
Made a change to.
I was shouldn't there because I thought the way Jack was bowling the six frames beforehand, I thought 300 on here, you know, it looked good. But unfortunate there to get the 8 spare. I imagine he went through the nose with what he left, but I don't know because I missed it.
Can't comment on that until we see it. But... I know the same as Connor last game. One or two. Couldn't get a head around it. I changed ball halfway through. Recovered at 167.
What if you just bowled on 15 and 16?
Yeah.
And what have you got there?
216.
216.
Like I said, it's
Slower, aren't they, up there though, compared to down there?
halfway through game, last game I switched to curl on 1 and 2, recovered a game and stayed on it for this. Not a nice angle, so I can't complain.
It's fair enough, mate. Keita's gone wide on that one. And gets that result 2-6-10. Deservingly so, in all honesty, it was wide. How far under are you for the day?
Now.
78.
I started alright, the first 2 I was happy. I hit 15 and 30, 40, 15, 60. I'm so tight as anything. I'm 70 under.
I'm 6.9 now.
Chris Oakes with the double.
Mark score, right? Double stop, open. Strike, spare, strike, spare, strike, spare. Finally strung one together, striking on 2, and then went and missed on 1. Right, even take a piss.
It's a spare for Jack Saunders. Yeah. God's sake. Can't lie on me. Just had some monster bloody breakfast burger. Freaking gorgeous, but
I wonder what you fancy. Yeah, I know you get breakfast.
all this breakfast. Strike for Roger Kendall on 8. Just another 240 game for Rachel Hawks down there on 3 and 4. Some big games going through. 202 for Connell, down on 1 and 2 as well. You had a 216, did you say?
Yeah.
So Luke on a 216. As it opens up, some big scores coming in.
So the breakdown's looking nice.
Someone looks a bit unlucky on 13 and 14. Stacey, is it Stacey?
Yeah, I think so.
Just pure spares, not a single strike on the board. Or Philby with the spare then on
Every
10.
time I've looked to look at what Gav G's doing,
Ooh. Chris Oates with that 7-pin fall in late. Go on.
every time I've looked at see what Gav G's doing, I swear I see him striking. It's the only thing I see in there. I'll look
Unique style.
at just over 10. I'm like, okay, reckon over 10.
Unique style from Gavin. Is a very unique style. It's nice to watch though. Frank Stevenson leaves the 6-pin this time round. Oh. It's a spare from Chris Oates. Makes that 7-pin fall in late count by taking out the 10-pin. It could have very easily been a 7-10. 9-pin fall in late for Nikita on 10. Huh?
He said it's annoying. The games don't go at 2, I'm going 2 out. So I'm not gaining them.
I had 269 open in my first right.
Roger heavy on that one. Leaves the 6-10.
I missed another 10 pin and I spared 2. So no.
What one?
I
What?
have to go back and find it. Chris up. On this game, the game before.
Who did?
Chris up. When he was on 3 and 4. So
Oh.
He did.
There was a missed 5-pin on 3 and 4. Chris Hutt.
He tried to sneak past.
How have we missed that one? I can't believe we missed that one.
That's all one of the people that happened. So,
Now, last game, he said when we went on to that pair, he missed a 5 in the game before.
yeah. So it was game.
So in game 4.
Because he came over to meet Gasper.
Strike for Frank. 7-pin falls late for Jack Saunders there. Starting his 10th frame off nice with a strike. It was a 178 for Roger Kendall.
Oops, he got lucky there.
193 for Kev Philly. Bowling quite nice is Kev today. Making sure he's picking up every spare, or as many spares as he possibly can.
That might be a deciding factor today.
Oh, he struck there. So 186 for Ian Ansell. .224 for Frank Stevenson. Nice game from him. Ooh, 7 pin. Just staying up, being stubborn for Jack, but he is a good game of a 266.
That definitely helps.
What was that? Was it then? No.
Yeah, that.
Give you a bit of breathing.
Aaron's well done that one. 192 for Chris Oakes. Of Felber, 10th frame. Moves the 9 pin. It was a nice shot that as well. Dave Mason starts his 10th frame off with a strike. Nice. Looking to finish off strong. He's had a turkey. That's how it should be. And then Roberts with his last shot of this game finishes with a 206. Yep, 206 for Brandon. Single pin spare for Dave Mason there then. Easy, I'll finish with 192, so 200. Bang on for Rob Felber. Just waiting on 5 and 6 to finish. What? Paul Upton. He's left a 5 pin, I imagine he misses it.
Yeah, well, it said to me out, so
Oh.
we've just got to lock up there now.
Moving though. But I'm moving. Charters is just doing it now.
Oh, has he done it?
He's done it again. Broke it again.
Did you name it?
Need to clip it.
Chris, what's this here? Missing 5 pins.
Only one.
Oh no.
No, yeah, but that's all you need to miss, mate. It's bad enough.
Points and absent, please. Points. I'll get you bowling well. Yeah, well, not bowling worse. But yeah, so actually not doing awful. Solid 154 average so far. 5 games.
It's not too bad. It's less than me, though.
Yeah, it is a little bit. It's the 138 is a bit. Lanes were different. That one was better. The line's there. Found the pocket against. The question is now trying to hit it. Paul's had a go at 8 spares. Got 1. Well, he's only there for splits and washouts, so the percentage is not going to be high. But
Yeah.
he did get a washout in that game. Missed the 2, 5, 10, 5, 7. 3 baked splits.
Thanks, Stevenson, then getting us started on here. Oh, it's nearly the Greek church. Ends up leaving the 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh no, that was just from before that. Lad missed the 5 pin. Aaron Underhill then. He's got a bowl well, otherwise he'll never hear the end of it from John Parker. Joining us on the stream pair. Yeah, this time round. So slightly wide that time. Yes, I am. Thank you. Tar, mate. Aaron Underhill then. Going for a spare. Makes it nicer. You have to get 290, but you'll still be beating you by 8 pins. It's not doing too bad. I think he had one game where it dipped a little bit that I noticed. But
270, 260, 270. His lowest one then.
has he updated? Because I know he's took the score sheets.
You've done the first 4.
Yeah, right. So top of this squad at the moment is Gavin Greaves.
Yeah.
With a, I was going to say 112 average, but it isn't. He's got 899 at the moment, 3-4. Right, then you've got Chris Oakes with 879 3-4. Brandon Roberts 858 3-4.
They're all for the 1800s, David, if he stays along those lines.
They're the only ones at Rover. There's only 3 players over. So you got 99 over, 79 over, and 58 over.
Still a lot of games, yeah.
Gavin's got a good chance if he's 99 over 3-4.
Yeah, that's what it all changes though.
Transition comes into play now, though, doesn't it? That's this squad scores now.
What is yes, no.
Oh, who's gone for membership? That's all that is. So bottom of this squad at the moment, Paul.
More left-handed.
Yeah, he's normally right-handed.
Yeah, I know.
And then top of this squad's Gavin, the lad with the black and white checkered shirt bit on. So he's top. Chris Oakes is, where's Chris gone? Oh, sat down there. He's second in this squad. And then Brandon Roberts, who's about to roll here on 9, is in third. So all 3 that are over in this squad, all on the streams at the moment. 9, 10 and 11 and 12. Brandon Roberts with that spare there then. 58 over. Keaton leaves the 2 pins on the left hand side. 4-7. Ian Ansell into the pocket nicely, gets the strike, makes it turkey for him to start this game. Gavin Greaves makes the spare. Sparing up nicely to start this, their 6th game. Felby with the spares. Slightly under is Rob, 22. 778 for him through 4. Chris Oakson back in striking game with a double. Started off with an 8 spare. Brandon Roberts coming off the back of an 8 spare on 9. Struck on this lane before. Leaves a 5 pin. Oh! I so hope Johnny's watching. Aaron Underhill. He's hit it straight onto his foot. Goes out onto the ditch. Brandon Roberts with a 5 pin. Was never really any question about that. He was always going to be sparing the 5 pin. Strike as well for Rob Felbert. It's the front 5-3 in Ansel. Frank Stevenson on 8. He opened his first with a split, but he's gone next 4 from that through 5 frames. As I say, it completely misses pocket, goes straight through 2-pin, leaves the 1-3-6. Ian on 9, front 5. Can he make it front 6? 10-pin stays up for him. Really inside from Aaron Underhill there. Proper pulled that shot. Leaves the 1-3. No way that ball was holding from where he put it. Frank Stevenson makes the spare. See if Ian can do the same. Aaron makes his. Ian joins him. So does Garin, sorry. He's kept it clean through front 4. As Gavin. 9 spare, 8 spare, 9 spare, 7 spare. Dave Mason, he went front 3. Left a 2-pin this time out. Can he spare it? Spares it all nicely. Chris Oates leaving the 7-pin. On 10. Brendan Roberts with the strike, bouncing back from his open the frame before. Three, 4, 10, 2, 4, 10 left for Rob Felber. He had a turkey with a shake of the head as he walked back from that one. On takes 1 of the 3 left, then does Phelps. Gavin Greaves on 12. Gets the strike. It's the first one where he's had the carry. Ian Ansell at 9 spare on 6, letting him down for a perfect game. Don't necessarily like that one. Watts is back on it. Gets the 9. He's look of, well, shrug of the shoulders really. His look basically was to say, I'll take that one, with how poor he threw it out wide. Go on. Bowling all right? No. That's fair enough. 5-pin on 12.
Ooh. I started to feel like tweaked at the start. Got to frame 4 and felt like, oh yeah. So now it's full rest now. I'm missing spares off round because I can't get my shoulder through the shot.
Yeah, yeah.
So if it's carrying forward to the hard and it's dipping left or right, so and it's I scored a good kick as well.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have, if I can hit him up with this, I shouldn't have put up with you. That's multi-lines. I shouldn't. So long as it's good now, it's one thing.
Well, if you're doing that, mate, as your target's 13.26. So not much. Brandon Roberts makes it a double. Chris Holtz leaving the 7th pin. I think he enjoyed that one when it left his hand. Didn't enjoy the end result. Another 2-4-10 from Felbert. I want to take the 4 pin out. Stevenson with the strike on 8, makes it a double. Bowling well this game is Frank. Just realistically, his first game lets him down. 7 pin spare then for Chris Oakes. Keeping the scores ticking along. Making them single pin spares is Chris. Aaron Underhill strings 2 strikes together. He needs a few more of them to make this game respectable. Only on 114 through 8. You right, mate? It's a 5 pin on 6. Felber puts it into the Brooklyn. Gary Baker's in front of us. He comes up to him and says, I turn up the first shot I see you throw. It's a Johnson. Spare by Roger. He's always sparing that, really. Strike for Frank. Hand over mouth as he walks back. Ian Ansell makes the spare. David Mason gets the strike on 12 as well.
You want 134 that will shot just it's one of those where you like, don't stand up there thinking if I can't keep control, don't try to.
Yeah.
Is that hard? Any good scores going in?
There's only 3 that are over in this squad. 3-4. Gavin Greaves was over, Chris Holtz was over, and Brandon Roberts was over. And you got Casper that's only 13 under.
Yeah.
So.
I think that'll be a bit more now. 15, 16, 13, 14 minutes there. If you got knackered.
Is that?
You've got another squad after this.
Huh?
You've got another squad after this. Okay, finish your squad on.
I'll keep in the car.
Lunch break.
I used to do that when I worked retail. I used to have a kip on the sofa.
Easiest to have you ever lived, mate.
Frank Stevenson leaving the single pin there on 8. Ian Ansett
I finished
leaves
with 9 and
2 pins on 10. Straight through the head pin. What?
I just realised I finished with 9 and 10.
Well ahead of him.
Don't speak about it anymore.
Get me a chair.
Do you want a chair?
Yeah, go on. Go on, go get me a chair, Tammy. Aaron recovering this game, 4 bagger on the bounce. First one through 10. Legend, thank you. Huh? 173. Ian for another strike, it's 2 on the bounce. Brandon Roberts dead 4 on the bounce. Frank Stevenson through the nose, completely misses all. Again, it was nearly a Greek church, 7 pin left late. Finishes with a 229. Nice strike from Brandon there. $229. Frank. Aaron Underhill. Won 200. Got 229. Miles better.
Over line. And that's slightly more consistently hitting it. Slightly, not completely, but slightly.
182. Huh?
Thrown it well, just can't carry it. Left another 3, 6, 9, 10. Covered the 9 this time, but left the 10. The worst thing to shoot.
Yeah, Connell. Is this your last game now? That was 6. Two pin left for Phelps. 3 pin left for Ian. We'll get an energy drink in a minute. They're just saying to one of the ship lads last night the finger went off. Burglar alarm for the house because I'm staying in the house, right? Burglar alarm went off for about 12 o'clock last night. Yeah, but then you like that though, aren't you? You're a bit like on edge for like the rest of the night. Thinking someone. I went to the window, couldn't see anyone, but then I thought I feel a bit on edge because it's like see if anyone's there.
What happens if someone's there? What do you do?
That's it, mate. 234 for Ian, good game that for him. Started off with the first 5, then a string of 9 spares come into it before the strike to finish, which meant that he finishes with a 234. Rob Felby then finishes 10th frame off then. He's on front 4 here. He's done that a few times, you know. Felt like he's had a shot and then gone to the right a bit. There's Brandon. A few people have as well.
I've noticed that around the board.
Huh?
I've noticed that around the board a lot.
This guy's just gonna never hear the end of it. Just never gonna hear the end of it off John Yu.
I can strike all day, I'll strike all day. Can't bet.
I can do the odd of it.
Ooh. What? He spared everything though, Gav. So, even though he's not striking, he's still going to end up with like a 180, 170, 180.
The issue is that I found this like on the outside. Because everything right now, like it's about 15%.
He's gone heavy, Gavin, a lot this game. I've noticed. I'll see it more when he comes into 9 and 10. He's right in front of us, Gavin. Okay.
Play when we're on 15, 16.
Spare, see? Sparing up nice.
Sparing, just can't start. Can't carry it.
He's 99. He was 99 over 3-4.
I know, yeah. Chris is fractured with them.
So he was still 99 over.
He's behind.
Who? Chris. 79, so he's 20 pins behind him.
Good.
You said 2 games and you're ready to go out?
Then we get to go.
Oh.
I'm ready to go now, mate. I like my shot. Just can't carry it.
Where's Dan when you need it? So you know Dan turns up a couple of games into the previous squad.
Huh?
Dan normally turns up a couple of games into the previous squad.
Oh, man. But you can watch the stream and get an idea. See? Don't need to be here no more. He's gone double, Gavin. He's gonna go over here. Aaron goes over here. He goes over here. 191. Well, yeah. 9. 200, isn't it? Keita missing all. What does she finish with? 191.
Respectable.
Well, women's, mate. I don't think.
Very good for women.
Ray Chubb's put 2 big games in last 2.
Yeah, but still under.
Gav
Because
strikes out 201
so she's gone
plus 1.
through. All right, last 2 she's had 2 big games. Should be over probably then.
230 then.
She was under 20. She was 22 under through 4.
Over that. It's over that now.
See, 201 for Gavin.
That's plus 100, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know what he had. Game 5.
5, right, yeah. Game 7.
Huh?
So after game 7, get to game 8, go home as well for game 8. Forfeit.
You ain't going anywhere.
Meet you Get
Connell still thinks he's going to cash.
They're big games, I've got a chance.
what, you get 300, 200?
Go on then.
Massive rev rate.
Not even that big.
You was the one going on to say you had a massive rev rate yesterday.
For a one-hander, I do.
Not always a good thing. You've seen me box.
Machine gun, right?
I'm shooting 570 with plastic.
Gavin seems to be doing alright and he's got massive rev rate.
Also older and more experienced.
Excuses, that's all I hear.
That's all I hear as well. Real small violin playing. This chair's in the way, isn't it?
Go on, move down.
I can't move, mate.
Spare for Dave. Finishes with 235, is that? Dave Mason. Good game. I think it says 235. Might say 225. Come on then, Paul. You're on the TV cameras now, mate.
Well, that game, if it's a sign
No
of things
commentary.
to come, hopefully we'll be alright.
Why, what did you have last game?
199.
One more, make it over. Two more, make it over.
Quite make that one.
One more, make it par.
One more is fine. Came in with a goal to try and hit 175. I'm not quite at 175. So I need to get 2 big games
together. John's not commented for a long time.
Yeah.
Makes me think that he's not watching, even though you've just made your way onto the commentary pair.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. If I could spare today, I would be different tempo. But she can spare. All my strikes have been out, she can't spare. Even the simple stuff. They're out for a ball in September.
Mate, you can say what you want. I was awful yesterday, so I don't really have anything realistically to come back with. In with the strike on it. Oh no, sorry, he left the 7 pin. Saw the 10 pin fall down late. Didn't see the 7 pin behind him. Paul Marks leaving the 6 pin. Gone to left-handed after a niggle in his right shoulder, I believe. Been bowling left-handed in the league on a Thursday night at Altrincham. Single pins, both missed by both players, both 7 and 8. That's McLeod going for a spare. Gavin Greaves then on 9. Strike to start game 7. Oh, lovely. Is this your first tournament of the year? Yeah. That plays in a factor though as well, doesn't it?
I've got a month off after this.
Yeah.
I ain't bowling at all.
But league's only 3 games, isn't it? Or 4 games, depending on what league you're bowling. Yeah. Skin softens a bit though, doesn't it? Skin softens a bit though, doesn't it? It's like I was blistering on my thumb yesterday. So opens from all players on 7 and 8. Strikes from both players that have been on 9 and 10. With 2 pins taken from the pass one.
Absolute filth.
Personally, I missed it.
I know. That's wondering what.
I don't know what you did.
Went
I can
straight
go back
through
and
the nose.
straight through the nose. Jammy guy. Jammy guy. Strikes all round then on 9 and 10. Luke Warren with the strike on 12. Went 8-1 to start. Got the strike. Oatsy's gone double. Christmas Cloud. The 7-2 last frame out. Let's go for it. Crossover a little bit. Went through the head pin. Didn't cross over enough. And left that 3-6. Gavin Greaves with a lovely turn back into the pocket. Gets the double. Spare for Brandon. Aaron then with a double. Looking to try and beat John Parker from yesterday. You can see it in his face. He's after that 299 game after John only got a 298. Went all the way to the 12, did John in his second game yesterday. And then got 8. Nerves got to him a little bit, I think. But he has made the 300 board, in all fairness here. At Stroud Bowl. And Greaves loses the 9 pin this time round. Paul Marks missing all. Not taking them makeables. That's 2 missed makeables this game. Oh yeah, 5 pin on 8. I thought he'd left more than that. I'm not gonna lie.
And they all fell down apart from the 5.
Was spared. Aaron Underhill can only take 2. Seven pin left then for Stacey. Strike for Brandon Roberts. There on 8. Mark asking for the crossover, leaves the 4 pin. 8 pin left for Gavin. There on 10. Chris Oates opened to start this game. Oh no, he didn't. Sorry. It was Luke Warren did that. Chris Oates is C on this game. He had double 6-2. What level are you? A. C. That was a spare for him. After the 8 minutes to frame out for Paul Marks.
Don't speak English.
I don't either.
People understand.
Brandon makes it a double. Cracking shot that from Brandon. Huh? Yeah, no. Fresh air does me well though as well. You?
Spared it, but
Oh no, yeah, but it's not as good if you spare it.
it's 55 feet.
So apparently there was nearly a missed 5 pin on 6. Again, if you want to watch it, all streams up. Camera behind every lane. There's a nice shot that from Paul Marks. Or as he likes to call himself, Graham, while he bowls left-handed. Do you know what, right? I've never asked you this question, but why Graham? Okay. That makes sense. His reply back was correct. His middle name.
How he spells it at the moment.
I'm going to go with Greame.
A-E-M-E.
A-E, yeah.
Yeah, no H's.
He spells Graham with an H anyway.
Graham.
It's like spelling Thomas without a H. Who does that?
Polish people, Thomas.
Welsh do it as well.
Oh, okay. The spelling of Graham is a South African variant. E-E-M-E rather than H-A. But my dad's
Pronounce
name
it.
is H-A-M, but they changed it.
Yeah, but I think it pronounced more A-E.
Graham. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't pronounce, it's not Grey Hat.
No.
It's Graham. But you would think, you think more about Graham, but
You're right, pal. Yeah, not too bad. You? Brandon Roberts leaves the 7 pin. We've got our leader on the chat now, Jason. Leading it at the moment. Should have been more than what he scored though. He's 155 over. But he bowled better than his scores were.
You'll take some bowling on this to get him up.
Gavin in front of us. Couple of 9s. 3 9s, 3 strikes. 10 pin falls over late. Does well there. It was nearly a 210. Tell himself to calm down a little bit. Until not happy with that one. Gets a nice 9 though. Very inside from him. Nice spare from Gavin. Making his spares, just the one open this game. Still a fair bit behind his mate though, John Parker. Warren there on 11, going very high. Brandon Roberts on 8. Gets the strike. Leaves the 1-3 on 8. Chris Holt started off with a double, struggled since then. Puts it over into the Brooklyn side that time, leaves the 10 pin. It's a stone 8 pin for Gavin. Mouths the words wow as he walks off the lane there. Come on, Paul, what are you doing, mate? Through the nose for Aaron. There's another 6 split for him in this game. He had one in the 3rd frame. Greaves then takes out that 8 pin. Full on stone 8 pin, was very unlucky for it not to fall. Jason, this is game 7, mate. After 4, there was only 3 people that were over, I believe. Might have been 4, actually. You alright, mate?
You, I take it.
What?
Was that not you?
No, that was not me. No, definitely wasn't me. Yeah, there was only three over through 4, Jason. So I'm gonna guess that you're still gonna be top at the end of this, but anything can still happen. Gavin was 99 over. So he's probably your closest competitor. And you got Brandon Roberts with 58 over and Chris Oates with 79 over. So it's still up to grabs, but they're your only 3 competitors, I believe, in this one. Gavin Greaves, a nice strike there. Talking of that. Do you know what I'm missing? Or did you have them 178? It's a strike for Aaron. Any words for John Parker? I don't know if he's watching, but
I need to be clever on my side. I'm coming for you.
299 last game.
I'm going for it. Just made a ball change and I should have done it a bit earlier. I had 2 6-2s with the same shot. Just too heavy for the middle of the head pin.
Do you know what he'll come back with? I can tell what he'll come back with. If you get 299 and don't get 300, he'll go, well, I've made the 300 one.
That's all right. Can't be happy for me.
Yeah, I know exactly what he'll come back with.
Yeah, well, you better enjoy it because he ain't going to be like that all year.
Wait till Barnsley.
Yeah, exactly.
Spare there for Casper on 11. Scores are deflated. What word am I looking for there? I don't know. Deflated is probably the word I was looking for. Over on 11 and 12, no one really scoring high over there. Oh, that makes up for the 8 pin. last the shot he had on 10, Gavin. Stone 8 pin. So that one makes up for it, I suppose. What time's next squad? Half one. Oh, 2:15. 2:15. No wonder there's nobody here.
Yeah.
Yous have gone pretty quick then.
Yeah?
Yous have gone pretty quick. Eh?
Because it's a long journey out, we get gone.
Yeah, but there's gonna be like 45 minutes to an hour gap. Maybe even longer. It's alright if you get a pace like this in the next squad as well. Laughing. $2.23 for Gavin. He's putting on this charge now for the top spot. How many over are you? You were 99 through 4 and all that.
Yeah, 238,
That's 138.
Oh, it's between you and Jason then, very close. You go over again, you probably nipped it.
161.
Not thinking about it, just bowling.
161 at the minute.
161.
after that.
Pretty much net.
55.
Just hit balls. Just get past that wall.
Couldn't handle the pressure of being on the telly.
Who? You?
Yeah, just couldn't handle the pressure.
130 for Paul Marks.
Five missed spares.
189 for Ian.
5 missed spares, and then we made it.
183 for Aaron Underhill. 154 for Casper McLeod. He's sort of fallen off the wagon a little bit as Casper. Started off really well. I think no offence mate, Casper started off a little bit better than you. Brandon sparing it up there on 94. Luke them on 12. Nice strike to finish up there on a 197. 202 for Brandon Roberts. Not too bad of a game.
You'll take it.
You haven't really got a choice in the matter, mate. You've got to take it.
Reject it, I don't want it.
Chris Oates for his final shot then on these. Finishes with a strike. Finishes up with a 178. Chris has fallen off the wagon. One more game. One more game. What did you actually do?
To sound more tempted for trying to get onto the lane.
I know, yeah. Keen down on lanes 3 and 4, wanting to get this last game finished with. Maybe that's to say a story about how they've bowled on there then. Still waiting on game 7 to be finished. Over on 13 and 14.
That's wow. It might go now, but I'm like, why are we starting?
They haven't finished down there.
No, yeah, because what do you do if you're them in game 7 and start rushing them, don't you?
Exactly.
And it could be something that's not their fault for the reason. Well, I don't know if it is or not, but well, it's not their fault in a way. They've got 4 and now everybody else has got 3.
did out of courtesy. Wait.
Yeah, no. It's not as if we're behind schedule either. Freaking miles ahead.
We finished by 1 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
You're averaging 4 hours, aren't you? You should
That's
be.
what I just said. I just went to Connell and what time's next squad? Because I thought it's very quiet. There's like no one here for next squad. 2:15.
That's what I mean.
I'm thinking it's only half 12.
We'll be done by 1, just give them an hour to redress.
Probably gives them more. I'm hoping it starts a little bit earlier.
I'm using 2. You're on today, aren't you?
No, we're Monday night football. Brentford away, which I think Tony should be allowed to play for.
Right.
Because everybody else has played a match against Brentford where Tony's not played.
Yeah, mate. He's certainly giving him a bit of a boost, isn't he?
Yes, but how's that become fair? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right then, into the final game. Thomas Copeland on 12. Starts it off with a strike. I don't think Stroud put C&D in.
Yeah, I just removed it.
They need four bowlers.
Yeah.
So am I.
I wouldn't mind being your old. You know?
24.
Only 18 years now.
Gavin starting off with a double, putting a charge on you here, Jason. Oh, Mark's leaving the 8-pin. Conor Merlin on 8. He knew exactly what I was going to say. Single pin missed by Paul. A lot of single pins missed by him. It's a turkey now for Gavin. Putting on this charge for the top spot. Connell made the spare. I couldn't see if you made that or not then. And the sound was just so like... Strike for Casper there on 9. Bouncing back from his missed single pin. Spare for Tom on 11. 5-pin for Paul. Now this. Wait, he's been missing single pins today. Strike for Luke. It's a double as well now. He spared it. You were never gonna miss that, no, were you? Gavin looking to make it 4 on the bounce. I'll tell you what, man, like, that guy, he's some bowler, isn't he? Yeah.
Something different. Unique, but it works.
He's very unique. I challenge anybody to try and copy his style, and I guarantee you nobody could.
The way he does it, he can repeat it over and over again. So simply, it's unreal.
Connell with the strike. Do you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. You know, try and copy it. You put Connell on there and he's freaking 10 foot 20. Have Greaves. No. Just saying then, don't think anybody can match Gav Greaves' style. Yeah, no. He's been to watch though, isn't he? Because you just know nobody else is going to ever replicate it. Gav Greaves then front four. Luke Warren after the washout takes out 3. Gav on that. Takes it out, makes it 5. Alright, how are you? I know I saw on Facebook last night he was bowling, but I'm guessing. Twice? Chins. Well, I don't think many people call it bowling in all honesty. Spare for Connell.
The attempts look absolutely fine, they just don't move the one ball.
Chins. Spare for Aaron over on lane 11. 3 spares through to start. Looks like he's gonna be taking absolutely no bragging rights away from John Parker. From Cloud getting that 7 pin. Greaves in front 5. Did look a tiny bit inside that one. He's happy with that though. Leaves the 3-10. Luke Warren leaving the 3-6-10 there on 9. To spare for Gavin. Maximum now of 2.78. He strikes out. If he does that, you can pretty much put your money on him, keep it staying on top spot. Come the close of play today. Luke Warren with a nice spare there on 9. Stacey with 7 pin left on 8. What's the standings looking like on the women's? Top of the women's is Louise Gray, 15.56, 194.5 average. She bowled well yesterday. Avon Rhodes in second place, 15.53, only 3 pins behind her. Restart for Casper there on 9 and 10. It is a very good chance to plug, you right, Luke? About 2 Riding the Ditch shirts here right in front of us on the thing. If you want to purchase one, over on ridingtheditch.com. Go across to the ADR store. It's the only product on there at the moment. More stuff coming on. Grip sacks. I've got plenty of them in the car as well. Could have been trying to plug them in person, couldn't I really?
Yeah, I'll buy one.
Come to the car afterwards, you can have one off me. How much am I going to put them up for? I don't know yet. I'll have to work it out. I've got pricing at home. I can't remember how much I had them up on my Wix site.
It's about 710 there, Colin. I've seen that, about 10 minutes back wall.
Yeah, but, you know, it goes back to that old saying of if my auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle.
Of course she doesn't, so she isn't, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We said, you know, 7th in 1 there, so he doesn't spare it, does it?
I want off anyway.
And?
Want off anyway.
Every time you bowl, mate, you stand in front of me, so I don't really see. Stacey making the spare then on 7, keeping it clean. Working hard to get a big score in this one. Gavin Greaves still on for that 2.78. Have to step up and bowl on 8. Casper leaving the 7 pin on 10. Gavin, another nice strike from him. Just that one shot in the 6th frame that was slightly inside, letting him down for a perfect game, but still 2.78, it's a good game. I think now, even if he goes and messes up these last 2 frames, I think Gavin still ends up on top spot. He's got the pins in the bag. .188 through 8. At the moment is Gavin, obviously a double on that. Takes out that 10 pin, does Gavin. The messenger comes across, takes out. Definitely got top spot now. Spare for Connell. So Brooklyn strike for Casper, but he's going to take that to start his 10th frame all day long. He's bowled well today. Dropped off a little bit from about game 5 onwards. Looking to finish off strong here. 176 for him so far. Could potentially finish with a 196. Spare for Paul Marks there on 10. It's a spare for Stacey on 7. Hard fought big game is for her, still clean through 9 but on the 2 strikes. Can Cabin glows it out here then. Looks good. 10 pin again. Goes with the messenger. Gets the first. Seven pin falls down late for Casper there. Final shot 196 for him. Connell with the strike on 7. On 9, sorry. No, on 7. Oh, it was 7, lane 7. Oh, 9 pin. Falling late there with the messenger. 268 for Gavin now. Like we said, 278 potential. Messenger just going in front of the 10 pin there for Luke. All marks finished with 148. It's a strike for Connell, double in the 10th. Great game to finish for Gavin. 278. Cement's top spot. Great game, mate. And that's going to take some doing that in this final squad to beat. $200+ over. I work out that it's going to be about 220, 230 over, I think. That 278 game. It's a double for Stacey. Just shows you with her game here, get the spares, and a good game's going to come. She's on 194 at the moment. This is the first time where she's strung 2 spares together, 2 strikes together. I think that says it all, really, mate. And then to finish for Stacey, she finishes with a 203. Good hard fought game that. So obviously just finishing up the 8th game here, final game. Next squad isn't till 2:15, so there's going to be a bit of a break between us here and the next squad. Obviously stay tuned, we'll put a post up for when it goes live. So it's Copeland getting a nice little bounce there, taking that 9 pin out late over there on lane 12. What?
179.25 average. I'll take that.
You would have been 21st if you'd have bowled yesterday.
I'll take it considering the situation.
Better than me, no?
Lost some shots.
Single pin spared then for Aaron over on lane 11. onto the 10th frame. Well, let's watch Chris up make the spare. Thomas Copeland then, just at his 10th frame. 168 on the cards at the moment for him, but he has had a turkey leading up into this. He used to 4-pin that time, 6-pin, no 4-pin. God. Don't know what's wrong with me today. Aaron Underhill looking to finish strong here. The Hook, as he nicknames himself. He's otherwise been known as One Press Up as well on previous bracket nicknames. Single pin taken nicely there from Thomas. .97 for him so far. Just that single open in the 6th frame for him. Aaron leaves the 10 pin. Thomas Copeland then, in his final shot of the day, gets 9, finishes with a 206. .198 and for Aaron after he missed that final, that single pin. Chris Hutt going heavy into that pocket, leaves the 6, 9, 10.
Fucking the bomber.
So how many under?
I beat Westies, so I'm happy with that.
Stone 8 pin to finish for Chris Hutt. Means he finishes with 199. That's it then for this stream. All finished here. It's all finished on 136. Still bowling on 13 through to 16. If you want to go and watch that, go on that stream and go and watch it. But until 2:15 then.